While in Moab, we rode our dual sport bikes to Dead Horse Point State Park via Long Canyon Road. We returned on Gemini Bridges Road. This was the first time my wife rode on the back of my bike in the dirt, so the pace was slow. After we left the town of Moab, we turned left onto Potash Road, paralleling the Colorado River. Our plan was to ride our dual sports to Dead Horse Point State Park on Long Canyon Road, then meet up with our friends who drove to the park. Although the distance of our route was shorter than driving on the road, our pace was much slower, so our friends got there first. Long Canyon Road is mostly an easy dirt road with a few rocky sections. While riding up the trail, we saw an old Toyota Corolla driving down, which was an indicator of what we could expect. Most of my other dirt bike videos have a faster pace, but this was a really scenic ride, so it was nice to take it in. It was also fun to share the experience with my wife, who normally doesn't come on my bike trips. This big rock that appears to be teetering is just one of many odd and interesting rock shapes and formations along the canyon walls. This is another example which looks like an arch that hasn't hollowed out. Here we stopped to take pictures of the beautiful canyon with the La Salle Mountains in the background. As we climbed in elevation, the views got even more spectacular, so we stopped again here to take more pictures. My friends and I brought our families on this trip to Moab, which was a fun change. It was cool to be able to go on dirt bike and mountain bike rides with friends, but also go on hikes and see the area in other ways with our families. The only trouble I had during this ride was here. As I was riding by this Jeep, my wife was slipping off the back of the seat, pulling me back too. We stopped and got recentered on the bike, then continued on. We turned left here at Highway 313 and headed to Dead Horse Point State Park. When we got to Dead Horse Point State Park, we joined friends that drove there and had a picnic lunch looking over this spectacular scenery near Dead Horse Point. We also went on a short hike on West and East Rim trails. We got back on Highway 313, heading to Gemini Bridges Road. Like Long Canyon Road, Gemini Bridges Road is an easy dirt road for all bikes, and most vehicles with significant ground clearance. off the Gemini Bridges Road to the Gemini Bridges parking lot. When we got to the Gemini Bridges parking area, we decided to go for the short walk to Gemini Bridges, which are two side-by-side arches that form two bridges that can easily be crossed. With all the arches in the area, these stood out as some of the most unique. My GoPro battery died shortly after this, but we continued on Gemini Bridges Road until it reached Highway 191, then rode back to Moab.